This is episode 4 on the hit the reset button, or aka how to reset. Never attack your consumer or your audience, okay? Don't do that. Although I have to ask, hey Leslie Henlon, if you're so tough enough, why did you try to cancel Asmongold? You tried to cancel people like Ryan Kinnell, Geeks and Gamers, Star Wars Theory. How come you didn't cancel Asmongold? Why? Or are you too pussy? Now, according to Leslie Hetland, she says it was always a major risk, all new characters, and completely absent from the familiar cinematic tombstone or touchstone. She emphasized that they could not use the Stormtrooper and could not lean in on the galaxy political conflict, and had none of the visual language Tony Gilroy brilliantly exploit in Andor. Of course you're not. You're stupid. You don't even know what Star Wars is about. Instead, her reference were the High Republic novels, the Pushing Initiative, and the prequels, specifically with the lightsaber. Any gripes creatively with the show are completely valid. A statement that stands in the stark contrast to several of her other comments later in the interview. I'm a Star Wars fan, which means I've always been, since the launch of YouTube, part of the Star Wars recap, criticism, and lionization fandom community. That this familiarity, she said, goes back years. These guys I've known for years and years. I supported them on Patreon. There's some of them I respected, and there are some that I think are absolutely snake oil salesmen, just opportunists. So what, you're saying Asmongold is opportunist? Seriously, I think Asmongold made a video on you. How come you didn't go after him, Leslie Henlon? Then of course, there are the fascists and racists. Ah yes. Seriously, just admit you suck, Leslie Henlon. Now also her wife. She also appointed her wife, Rebecca Henderson, that has previously argued that negative reaction fuel is by racists. Ah yes. And another from Amanda Stanberg, who do a similar remark, and the whole diss track about hostility toward the show and its cast. She too labels shows many critics as racist. Jodie Turner-Smith also pointed to race-based animosity as a central factor in the backlash, even going so far as to saw Lucasfilm needed to push more. Even going so far as to saw Lucasfilm needed to do more to push back against the fan sentiment. Hetland's new comment extended that narrative by categorizing an entire segment of established YouTube critics along the same line. Leslie Henlon wasn't surprised the Acolyte cancellation, but shocked by the publicness. I'm not surprised by it. I was surprised at the swiftness of it and the publicness of it. I was surprised how it was handled. At the modern Disney-owned Lucasfilm, projects are all cancelled all the time, but typically they are cancelled quietly with no formal announcement. When it came to the Acolyte, Disney and Lucasfilm seemingly wanted to make a statement and let the entire fanbase know it wasn't coming back. Well, good, because you suck. It wasn't made for the fanbase, numbnuts. Okay, the writing's on the wall. Yeah, no shit. Now, according to her, content about Star Wars will be more culturally impactful than Star Wars. It made me start to think the content being made about Star Wars will ultimately be more culturally impactful than Star Wars. Coming from a creator of an official Star Wars project, the statement suggests that YouTube commentary, criticism, and reaction video, the same ecosystem she partially labeled as fascist and racism, may now wield more cultural influence than Disney's billion-dollar franchise machine. In the end, she has no regret. I'm absolutely obsessed with Star Wars. No, you don't. I still am. I love my show. No, you don't. I know that it was wonderful. Piss off. It's a definite statement, signing that even as the debate over the Acolyte cancellation intensify, Leslie Henlon stand firm by her divisive creative choice. And with her newly reopened commentary on critics, including her fascist and racist classification, the conversation surrounding the Acolyte is unlikely to fade anytime soon. And this is, okay, so what do? Don't attack the audience. Look, these audience, the one that you say fascist or racist, don't forget, they are the ones that keep your studio afloat, that keep the lights on the studio open, numbnuts. No, seriously, you attack the audience, where you gonna get the money to, what, pay the bills and all everything? These people who watch your movies, who watch your streaming shows and everything, they're the ones that kept your lights on, Leslie. Because without these fascist, racist, whatever you want to call them, they are still the audience, okay? You do not disrespect them. This is what happens. You don't disrespect them, okay? Remember, these audience that many of these people like to claim as grifters, fascist, racism, bigotry, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, whatever it is, they are the customer, okay? They are the ones, the lights on. They keep the studio lights on. You alienate all of them, good luck at the unemployment line. So that's the first thing. The next one is criticism, okay? If your audience give you genuine, okay? If the audience just give you a genuine, honest feedback, listen. Don't shun them away by saying, oh, you don't like this, you're not a fan. Or in this case, what? You racist or racist, xenophobe, whatever you want to call it. Don't say that. You're alienating almost everyone of the audience that love the fan base. And you're going to rely on what? The modern audience? Yeah, these modern audience, they don't give a flying fuck about it. The next one, also, I think this is the same for any other thing, is that they need to hire competent people. Because I'm 100% certain when Disney got acquired, George Film, or in this case, Lucasfilm, when Disney acquired Lucasfilm, I think everything changed after that. Many developers who don't like the way Leslie Hanlon handled the Star Wars franchise, they were all gone. And to get them back, that's an uphill battle, okay? Many of those talented writers, talented producer, artists, whatever, they're all gone. And also, it means never hire activists. Hire competent people. You can't just check boxes, okay? If you want to check boxes, first thing you have to do, tell them, are you good at the job, okay? That's the first thing. You have to know. These people that you want to check boxes, ask them, are you good at the job?
Yeah.